Good morning, y'all. It's Lippy. I went to go outside this morning. What? It's a nip in the air. I was like, yesterday it was 80. I don't know what temperature. It's like in the 50s early morning. So I said, well, I'll try to go out this afternoon because what's for supper actually marinates in the morning and cook it in the evening. And I'm just going to take y'all along. This may be a dish for you guys. You know, it's gardening season. Prep in the morning, throw it together in 15 minutes in the evening, you got supper. And sitting in this oven is a pound cake. Yeah, I'll have to do that recipe one day. It takes patience, but it's so worth it. All right, what we're having is Cajun shrimp pasta. That's what I call it. We need to come up with a good name for Miss Lippy. So I'm gonna drop the camera down. All we're gonna do is marinate. See, let me find a clock. In about 9 hours, I'll bring you back and we'll cook it. All right, here we go. Okay, you can see in this glass bowl, I have a pound of shrimp. Now, for some of you that may not know, when you find shrimp, and let's say a bag would say, count 16 to 20. What that means is there's 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. That's what that count means. The higher the amount of shrimp, the smaller the shrimp. So sometimes you'll see a bag that says 32 to 38. Well, that means there's 32 to 38 shrimp in that pound. What I have here is 20 shrimp that I have deveined and deshelled. Okay? And I've patted them dry. But now this is a small portion. This is going to feed 2 people. There's only 20 shrimp here. You could actually double this recipe for a family. I'm going to come in maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm going to use this hand to mix with. Okay, I want to get them good and coated. Now, to this is a blend of 1 tablespoon of Miss Lippy Swamp Mix. About a teaspoon of white pepper. There's a half a teaspoon of garlic salt. And then there is red pepper flakes to taste with a teaspoon of brown sugar. Okay? And to that mixture, I'm going to dump in about a teaspoon of minced garlic. There you go. We're going to put the lid on it, which is just a salad plate, and set it in the fridge. Okay, I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'll wait on my pound cake. Check the temperatures this afternoon, and I might be able to get outside. We shall see. Okay. It's in the afternoon. It is, well, what time is it, guys? It's 4:15. I got my oven preheating to 375, so that's why I couldn't tell you what time. I just come in from outside. It warmed up enough for me to get out there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my noodles boiling. I'm using penne pasta, okay? I'm going to cook them about 2 minutes sooner than what the package says. So we're going to get our garlic bread going. And so we're just going to start this, move it to the side. I've got the shrimp sitting out resting. I like to let it rest outside for 30 minutes. So you've not missed anything but getting the shrimp marinated. And I'll take you step by step. But we're going to do the garlic bread now. Okay, this is a loaf of garlic bread that I keep in the freezer. And I just basically saw off what I need. On this side, all I've done is put regular salted butter. But in here is the liquid from the jar of minced garlic, okay? It's just the liquid. Now, you could omit the butter and use olive oil. We like the butter. And I'm going to do both sides. It doesn't take much with this garlic liquid. We're just going to come in and brush the garlic juices all on this bread. Now, there is some garlic pieces in here. I'm not going to put many on this bread. But you'll notice I'm kind of adding them to 2 pieces. That's because Mr. Buddy likes a lot of garlic. Now, I've just went and got some fresh parsley out of the garden, and I'm just giving it a rough chop. Just breaking it up. Oop, here's a stem. And that's it. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, there we go. Now, this recipe calls for heavy whipping cream. I do not buy heavy whipping cream because it's really no need. It's very costly. So what I do is I take 3/4 cup of regular whole milk, 3/4 cup, and I will add 4 tablespoons of melted butter. This can be salted or unsalted. So that's 4 tablespoons of melted butter to 3/4 cup of whole milk. Now, guys, you got to have whole milk. And there is my heavy whipping cream. Okay, here's the ingredients now. There's our pound of marinated shrimp that I did pull out about 30 minutes ago to get room temperature. We have about a cup of pasta water. About a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of fresh parsley. Salt and pepper. About a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. There is our homemade heavy whipping cream, which makes a cup. So you could use a cup of heavy whipping cream, or you can do as I did. And I have about 12 ounces of penne pasta. Okay, I got my heat sitting on a high side of medium, and I just melted 2 tablespoons of salted butter. Now we're going to come in. Now, shrimp doesn't take but about 3 minutes. Let me see. And you definitely want to keep them separated. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to waste a drop of this goodness. Going to let them cook about 3 minutes. Now I'm going to get my fire turned down. We're sitting at about a number 4, between a 4 and a 3 on this electric cooktop. They're all turned. Another minute and a half and we're going to pull them. Remember, 3 minutes. Okay, we're going to start removing them. We want to reserve this liquid. So they cooked about 3 minutes. Okay, I did come in with another tablespoon of butter. My fire is sitting at a low, a number 2. Because what I don't want to do is have too much heat when we go in with our homemade heavy cream, which again you can use. It's just straight heavy cream. That's 1 cup. And that's what I want right there. Okay, now we can come in with some pepper. Now you can season it however you want, but that shrimp is highly seasoned. So about a teaspoon of black pepper. And I am going to do a solid teaspoon of salt. Maybe just a little bit more for good measure. Okay, now we can bring it up to temp, about a 5, because I didn't want it on a high temp when I added that heavy cream. Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to come in with just a little bit of the parm, maybe about half. And get it blended. Now I did add my pasta to a large pot because when I finish adding the Parmesan cheese, it will not be on the fire. And that's what I call garnish. There we go. Add a little bit more. Well, let's just do the whole. There we go. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. All right, I'm going to grab my parsley. It's not just color, guys. It's flavor right here. Oh, my word. Get it off the back of the spoon. There we go. Okay, now we're at a steady roll. And I'm gonna add some of this pasta water. Now I reserved a cup. I'm gonna add a half a cup. We're gonna go back in with the shrimp and all of that goodness. Oh my word. Now this is where you could fold your pasta in at this point. But I'm trying to keep the pasta warm, and I've got a deep pot. And that's going to allow it to stay warmer than this skillet. All right, we're going to bring this back up to temp. We're there. Fire off. This is that other half a cup of pasta water. I already know I'm going to need that. Then we're going to come in with all of this goodness. Now you can add warm chicken broth if it seems to tighten up too much for you before you serve it. Okay, now I've got about 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And we're just gonna fold this in and put a lid on it. Okay, the bread's out of the oven. Perfectly toasted, y'all. Here goes. It's time to eat, y'all. I've been craving this. This is easy, great summer meal with a salad because it's not heavy. And I'm telling you, 5 minutes in the morning, do your pasta, set it aside. What did it take? 5 minutes to cook. With the pasta, what, 20 minutes total? Morning and afternoon? You can't beat it. All right, here goes. These shrimp are so huge, I'm actually gonna cut it in half. Okay, piece of pasta, a piece of shrimp. This is so wrong. I'm sorry. I ought to be ashamed of myself. Yep. Both feet. Hell, I even borrowed the grandkids' feet and put in this one. Man. All right, piece of bread. Hold on, I gotta get a napkin. You gotta use that garlic juice. This is where it's at. It's time for supper, guys. As always, stay safe. God bless. Don't go buy heavy whipping cream and break the bank. Make your own. No one will ever know the difference. Bye, y'all.